Hi Pisces, welcome to my channel. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Pisces. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind, to only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who really needs to hear this message. So Pisces, I'm asking Spirit about messages for July, whether that means what's to come that you need to be aware about or anything you need to hear right now in this moment. And this can impact any aspect of your life: love and romance, career and finances, spiritual evolution. But whatever Spirit would like to talk about shall be said. So if you have any beings of the light you would like to welcome into this space, specific angels, ancestors, spirit guides, maybe even passed down loved ones, you're welcome to ask them to join us here now. So let's go ahead and get this reading started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl here to clear, set the energy, and do a mini meditation with you guys. But if you just want to jump right on into the card pull to see what the cards have to say, check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you here with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect to your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in. I'm going to ring this sound bowl 3 times, and during that time, I just want you to open up your energy to ask the questions you may have in regards to what's going on in July, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Pisces. Wow. I feel very, very strong love and romance vibes here, Pisces. I feel a very passionate energy towards you, someone that just feels like they can't get enough of you. They're hungry for you right now. I wonder if this is someone that you've recently hooked up with, because I saw someone smoking in bed like after a good round of sex or something. I also kind of saw someone tying their white tennis shoes and then like making it super tight, like pulling on it to be like, I'm ready. Like there's something someone wants to pursue with passion, with hunger. So whether this is love and romance or this is like you going after something, let's see how this is going to turn out for you in July, because I'm really curious. The letter N is sticking out to me, as in Nick, as in Natasha. First, middle, last initial can mean something to someone. But let's go ahead and see what Spirit has to say, because this felt very strong, very powerful. I'm even seeing like someone that like, if you stay the night at their house, they wake you up to a little bit of a fun time, a fun session, like get into like kissing you and then, you know, so on and so forth. But let's go ahead and see what Spirit has to say, because this feels very sexual, sensual, sexy. Tell me about July for Pisces. Whew. Wow. Okay, so first we have self-acceptance, and then we have trust. Okay, you know what? It is what it is. This is going to be one of those readings. It feels like this is someone that you guys may have had something very strong and very passionate, and then it kind of like you guys split ways. And for some reason, this person's energy is really coming forward now, because I feel like they're rehashing feelings for you, resurfacing feelings for you. And I feel as if, Pisces, it's just kind of like you put this on pause, or you just let them go and be on their way, because, you know, you're not going to overfight for anything that isn't doing the same for you. But I do kind of feel like you were wondering what happened. Like, did I do something? Like, was there someone else? Like, and I think this is where the self-acceptance kind of comes in, to kind of see that maybe it had nothing to do with you, Pisces. Maybe it had to do with fear of commitment. Maybe it had to do with fear of being vulnerable. Maybe it had to do fear of whatever, right? But then we have trust. So trust what you're sensing, trust what you're picking up, and trust that everything happens for a reason. So I wonder if something's about to rebound, to kind of come back from, you know, where you thought it was ended or not going to happen to all of a sudden it's resparking again. So this could be love and romance. This could be an inner passion. But there is a plan here. And this plan is set in motion in July. This could be someone you've been to the beach with. Just throwing that out there. Tell me more about this energy for Pisces. Okay. Oh, so we have full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. So some of you could have moon in Virgo or very strong Virgo placements, but yeah, wow. There has been someone here where maybe they just didn't feel like the other person felt the same way, or that there wasn't enough to keep this going, or that there was someone better than you, Pisces. You know, like, I think you're going to realize whatever this person was lacking within themselves, they didn't want to explain to you. They didn't feel, you know, secure enough to explain to you. But all the unanswered questions kind of made you ruminate about, you know, if I'd done this differently, if, you know, what if I did this? But Pisces, you're good enough, period. And I think that's where, like, I feel a lot of you are going to see by this person rebounding or wanting to reconnect, the further of the truth that it wasn't you. It really wasn't. I think even they got intimidated. I think they even got like shook and nervous because I feel they wanted to be detached, but attachments were being made. Someone could be wearing green right now. Someone's favorite color could be green, or aura color is green. Someone could have green eyes, I'm seeing too. Then we have third quarter moon. Adjustments are required. Okay, so Pisces, I feel like you're a little, depending on what time frame you are, whether this is a reconnection you are already a part of, or what's soon to happen, or what someone wants to happen, you're not going to be open arms with this person, especially because of how they left things, because of, you know, just, it feels ghosting energy around this for some of you. And I wonder if at first they think it's just going to be like, oh, they missed me. They've followed me back on social media. Let me hit them up, and, you know, everything's going to be swept under the rug. And I think, Pisces, this may be a test for some of you guys, because Spirit wants better for you, or wants you to know your worth. So anyone that tries to start in like that with just pretending like nothing happened or that you weren't hurt, that's where Spirit's saying, like, before you even give them a chance, you better make sure that they have learned how to communicate with you, how to love you, how to cherish you, and that these adjustments are required in order to start anything anew again. Wow. Okay, so let's get into the tarot and see what the tarot has to say. And we're going to do past, present, and future energy. So what is past energy that has led Pisces up until this moment in this energy? I feel like someone has insecurities with skin problems. Maybe someone breaks out easily, has had acne, or has like, you know, skin rash or something that has made someone feel a little bit insecure. Okay, so we have in the past the Four of Pentacles, firm foundation. This is what you were looking for. You're looking for someone that can provide that firm foundation. This person is very strong masculine energy, and I think that's kind of what made you think that they were going to cement this. But I'm hearing like Peter Pan, like it was that type of situation. And again, it could be Peter Patricia, I don't know, or Patricia Pan. Doesn't have to be gender or sex specific, but it's like someone that you thought was grown, responsible, ready for grown things. You know, they wanted to hold too much onto their own identity, their own independence, their own security. And so they like pushed you out or blocked you off. And in return, that made you resentful, as it would with anyone. And I feel since then you have been a lot more protective. You have been a lot more guarded. a lot more to yourself, a lot more selective. And it makes sense, Pisces. There could be someone that lives in like a mountain area or near a national park. What about present energy? Okay. You have the Three of Pentacles. So Aquarius just got this card in the same exact position of the spread. So if you're dealing with an Aquarius, or if you have strong Aquarius in your chart, I suggest checking out the Aquarius reading to see if there's messages for you there. But this is like really correlating with you are good enough, right? I feel as if like there is something about, you know, someone reaching out to you or wanting to get back with you that is showing you that it wasn't anything you did wrong. It wasn't anything that you weren't enough of. You're actually everything and more in their eyes. But they had a hard time expressing that. They had a hard time of showing you that. I think, you know, there's a part of them that doesn't want to give into this so much in case it were to kind of be knocked off the pedestal. Very strong Capricorn energy as well. I feel like Capricorn rising energy for some of you guys. What about future energy for Pisces? And even some of you, it's like, I'm just saying this because I'm seeing it now, like maybe they reached out in the past recently or tried to show that they're still interested, and you kind of blocked yourself off from them because you didn't think they would provide you with security or stability. And, you know, with this Three of Pentacles, you're proud of yourself for doing that. Because maybe in the past you would have let them back in again just for them to hurt you. But you've grown. You know your worth. You know what is worthy of your time, your value, your energy. And I think that's something Spirit wants to congratulate you on, for holding yourself to that esteem. What about future energy? The Emperor. Authority. Aries energy. So there are two fours here. Your birthday could be March 4th, March 14th, or February 24th. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant, wisdom. Yeah. Taurus energy, and again, Capricorn energy. You taught them a lesson. That I'm not just to be used, discarded. That I want someone that will not only fulfill me sexually, and that part of me that yearns for that passion, and maybe even in some ways gave me a bit of an ego boost. It made me feel really good to have someone desire me like that. But I'm looking for someone that will take the time, the dedication, the day-to-day to reach out to me, to check in on me, to devote to me the way I would do for them. This could be someone, or you could be a teacher, a life worker, someone that's involved in spirituality, a volunteer, social worker. I feel that type of energy here. But with authority, I feel like they want to like resolve something here, or to take this head on. Maybe because of the fact that you pulled away, or that you didn't reciprocate some sort of attempt of them reaching out to you, and now they want to settle things. Interesting. Let's go ahead and clarify these cards to get a bit deeper. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles in the past. Knight of Cups. Yeah. I do feel, Pisces, they feel slighted by you. That they may have tried to make some sort of romantic offer, flirtation, you know, winky text message, and you're like, no. And that made them feel some type of way. And others of you, if that's not so much the case, then again, it was just, you know, hoping one day that they'll be ready for something long-term, that they'll change their mind, that they'll go with their heart and really give in to the feelings that you know they had for you. But, you know, they were stubborn and they kept their distance. They wanted to, I don't know, for some of them, they think emotions, or giving into your emotions or feelings, is a weakness. And so, yeah, I feel either they recently got rejected by you, or that's how you felt when, you know, all this happened, that they just closed off and pushed you away. But you were the closest to get to that part of their heart, Pisces. Someone likes to wear winged eyeliner as well, I'm seeing. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles. The Tower. Wow. Aries energy, Scorpio energy, Mars energy. Yeah, so I gotta say, like, you made it out through a tower moment that really rocked you. And I think, again, it was just the buildup for a lot of passion, desire, and hoping that this was going to be the person that changes everything. But, you know, you made it out of it like a lot stronger, a lot wiser, a lot more selective, a lot more knowledgeable about, or knowing yourself a lot more as far as like my patterns, my behaviors, what I'm ready to kind of work on so tower moments don't happen again, and what I'm able to build off of. You build yourself up from a tower moment. And I think even for some of you guys who have been active on social media or recently posted like a selfie or recently posted something going on in your life that you wanted to share, like they saw this come back from you and they were kind of impressed and in some ways proud just for you in general. But I feel others for you with this tower moment here, like there's something about to happen that could be out of both of your control. And maybe it could be like, you know, you running into each other, or, you know, them butt dialing you and you answer and then they realize and then they're stuck in a conversation with you. But something that kind of sets the idea, or at least is the catalyst for you to finally recognize something about this and what this tower moment gave you that's coming to light, that's coming to the forefront, that's coming to the center, that's being exposed even. And that you were right all along. Even when those doubts kicked in, those fears kicked in, you were right that there was more to this than they wanted to show. What about authority, the Emperor in the future for Pisces? Ace of Swords. Bottom of the deck, the Star. Wow. Aquarius energy. So the Ace of Swords and the Emperor, we need to talk energy. And this feels like very strong masculine energy that wants to come through, that I'm almost hearing like cut the crap. So I wonder if this is you checking them like that, or they're just going to feel like they have to come forward with like an explanation or, you know, a reason. And I feel with the Emperor energy here, to some degree, are taking accountability for what happened when they pushed you away. But they are still very guarded. They're still very protective of their feelings, and they get a wounded ego pretty easily. But with the Star card here, there's something about this connection. There's something about you that was so unique, so special, unlike anything that they felt for anyone before. You've kind of captivated them. Even during the silence, they still thought of you and the, you know, experiences they had with you. And the Star card here is wanting to heal, wanting to kind of, you know, pick up after the tower has fallen. And I wonder if, you know, even after all this, and it's up to you, again, you know your story better than I do. If you felt like this was just a time of break before you came together, I do see that this could be the start to healing, to have something that is more grounded, that they're more ready for than they were before. But even if some of you hear them out and, you know, you just don't want to go down that path again, you're closing that chapter, you'll be someone they'll always remember and has taught them a lot, and maybe even was the catalyst to the growth they refused to do. Wow. Someone could have like a star charm necklace that they wear. All right. Let's get into more cards and see what else Spirit wants to tell you about this, Pisces. Okay, so you have Mystic Healer. Not surprised to see that for my Pisceans. Healing energy flows through you. Wow, so almost as if I'm picking up on an energy here of two opposites. One that's very like disconnected, you know, logical, pragmatic, doesn't want to get into the nitty gritty of feelings. And then there's a very powerful healer here, one that could kind of just touch people's hearts, even not meaning to. You just develop these deep-seated psychic connections that people are always affected by. And, you know, even if this is a karmic soulmate, so what is that? Karmic soulmates to me are people that come into our lives that help evolve us, that help us on, you know, going through something that may have been difficult to come out of it in a higher vibration, in a higher awareness. And I feel that's what you did, or whoever this mystic healer is, did for this energy, has kind of made them realize that maybe kind of being tapped into your feelings is not such a bad thing. Because now they catch themselves daydreaming about you. Now they catch themselves reminiscing about you and the memories they had. You definitely hit a special part of their heart, Pisces. And then also some of you with Mystic Healer are using your healing abilities. Maybe you are giving readings to people wanting to be an energy healer. And I feel it's more of a side job, but for some of you, like, you're good. You're really good. People would be able to would want to pay for your abilities. And then we have narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully. I just saw a bonsai tree. I think that little tree in the corner kind of reminded me of one. So that may resonate to some of you guys to some degree. But yeah, this is a very difficult situation. I can already tell. And I feel, Pisces, that maybe even with this person, you know, they're still kind of narrow-minded, rigid, that they'll still kind of have a lot of work to do. And you can kind of sense that from them returning. So I would just say, Pisces, like, again, evaluate everything that they put you through, how they made you feel. And you can decide like what you want to disclose and what you don't, because I don't really feel like you have anything that you need to cop to or that you need to kind of justify or reason with them. It's their turn to come forward, and they know it too with the Ace of Swords. So I would definitely, I think they're trying to be very strategic here. I think they know they're on thin ice with you. But I would, that being said, you know, consider that if they're being careful, if they're trying to choose their words, does that mean they're ready for the change? Does that mean they're really ready to go down this road that's going to be very difficult for me to regain your trust, to regain, you know, my sense of feeling like this could actually work out? Because I think that's something that's still on the back of your mind, Pisces. I think they're ready for it. But there's a lot you're going to be expecting before you give your warm, healing, sensual energy out again. But they miss that spark. They miss that magic that you kind of provided for them in their lives. They miss that Piscean, you know, mysterious energy. There's just something about you. Tell me more. Tell me more about what's happening for Pisces. In July. Emotional healing. Wow, I forget, a different sign had this. Let me know if you know in the comments below, but it says, as your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings and love. You know, Pisces, I gotta say, like, whether this means something to you or not, that like you in the distance and the silence have psychically, telepathically healed something within their heart. So, you know, I wonder if they felt neglected, emotionally abused in their childhood. So again, maybe I'm not trying to make an excuse for them. I'm just saying that it could be that they entered into this with a very blocked heart chakra, a very wounded heart chakra, and you having such a beautiful heart chakra, like kind of dusted away the debris of what was lingering within their energy in their heart space. And I feel for some of you guys too, just even like, in whatever way they do it, like whether they like add you or unblock you on social media or, you know, reach out to you, there's something that is reiterating in your heart that you weren't the downfall of this. And for some of you, if it's not your message, bear with me for a second, but some of you that may have placed the blame on yourself, it's going to be healing to realize that, like, I didn't do anything wrong. I am good enough. Letter E is sticking out to me as an Evan, as an Eva. First, middle, last initial can mean something to someone. But really, yeah, I think you emotionally healed them in profound ways, Pisces. And maybe even, you know, for some of you, there could be an apology, but I don't feel like it's going to be one that makes them tear up or anything, again, because they're so reserved. But maybe they feel like they do owe you an explanation, an apology, or a reason. That hearing that is going to do something within your psyche to help heal from this. All right, Pisces, let's go ahead and get one more card for you guys. And I'm going to pull a Divine Feminine Oracle card because we're in Cancer season. And I think Cancer season is such a great way to connect to the Divine Feminine. So I'm also going to read an excerpt from the book because it gives us a little bit of background on this Divine Feminine energy. So is there anything else I can tell Pisces about July, about this situation, of anything else they need to hear about right now in this very moment for my Pisces? Okay, so we have Zhao Zhuanjing. I'm so sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Here's the spelling of it if you want to look it up. And it says, the mystic of peace. I am peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. So let's go ahead and see what message Zhao Zhuanjing has for us. Some of you guys could have Asian descent, Asian ancestors that are watching over you, or even like a Chinese character tattooed. Okay. So it says, Albert Einstein, fellow Pisces, reportedly said that we cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. Clarity only comes from clarity. There is a peace and calm that exists far beneath the constant banter most of us listen to all day within our minds. Jungian author Clarissa Pinkola Estes calls it the river beneath the river. It's the steady flow of the universal life force that wants to reach our goal if we can only get still enough to merge with it. Wu Wei in Taoism translates as doing nothing. It is a sacred feminine art of trusting the force of life that exists within us all. Zhao mastered this spiritual practice by calming her mind and experiencing the still center that's at the eye of every storm. Zhao is a call for us to be still, to do nothing other than shift our awareness. Come out of the current state of mind we're in before making any moves or decisions. She reminds us that we only want to take action when what is moving us is the force of love at the center of everything. Wow. So I kind of feel this way, Pisces, almost. Like, first of all, you know, trust was a clear message, right? And then with the Ace of Swords, you know, that we saw with the Emperor here, I feel like what this is trying to say is that, you know, different than how you entered this where you were so feeling, like maybe the tables have kind of turned where they need to enter their heart space and you need to look at this objectively, truthfully. And you need to use the facts to kind of determine how you want to move forward with this and really make sure that what they say is genuine, truthful. You can feel it, Pisces. You have that sixth sense. I know you do. But the only way to kind of move forward with this is to kind of have that balance of passion, love, and understanding. And I feel if they can't understand you and if they don't want to try to understand you, maybe that's an answer enough. But I think what you're teaching them is, I think they're just a lot more sensitive than they would ever like to tell themselves. And I think they try to put themselves out there as like, oh, I'm cool, calm, collected. I don't care about people, whatever. But deeply, they really, really do. And you may be that reminder of what they tried to bury of self-protection. And I think Pisces, with that clear mind, I think you, even if they never come forward to do what they really want to do, which is talk to you, even if they don't ever get the courage to do that, I think what Spirit's trying to say here is that you can sit with what you know to be the truth, because they're not giving you anything to fill out, and to kind of go off of with that peace of mind that I am enough, even if they can't see that, even if they didn't act that way. I know who I am. I know what I'm worthy of. And if it's not with them, I'll find it with someone else. And I feel that's ultimately what's going to seal any lingering energy here that you felt was unresolved. I think they want to resolve it, and maybe they'll try, but Pisces, I think you have more power in this than they do. And maybe in whatever way that this tower moment happens that you're coming out of, it's going to be the turning point of the two of you. And you'll be deciding where that turns. So thank you so much, Pisces, for joining me for this reading. I really hope it resonated with you. I hope it gave you the clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to July, what's happening in July, or anything you need to hear right now in this moment. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Pisces, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Pisces.